nonetheless, I'll get into Dan Campbell a little bit because this is a 5-game stretch, and we have talked about the peaks and valleys of Lions fans, and I'll speak for myself. 5 weeks ago, I was questioning whether or not this was different. I was questioning whether or not, okay, we like this coach, but his record is what the record is. They're 1-6. They're no different from any of the other Lions coaches. Why should we think that they're on the right track this time? Because we like the guy, and we've seen that they have put it together. They have strung some wins together. It does feel different because now they're winning, too. It's going along with that. You like Dan Campbell.
I do. Ever since the first interview when he was talking about taking chunks of knees, chunks of arms and legs, I was like, who is this guy? So I love the meathead aspect about Dan Campbell. And, because so many times in the NFL, we get the wonder boy coaches. We have one in San Francisco. Shanahan. Yeah, we get the geniuses. They all are geniuses now.
Yep.
But it's time to get back to the meathead guys. I like the guys who, we're just talking about football. I've never heard him spew out a stat one time.
Right?
All I've heard him say is, we're playing better defense and we're flying to the ball.
You're a guy. You've obviously been in coaching. You've been in coaching a lot.
Yes.
Over the course of the last decade and a half.
He's going to be the Pistons' next coach, of course.
And look at Maz. Look at Maz. We're not going to start anything, but we'll start some stuff. But again, does a guy like that, because everybody's got the X's and O's, right? Everybody. Can you relate to your players or can't you?
Right.
Will guys follow you? And we always say through a brick wall or whatever.
Right.
Are guys going to follow you? Can you relate to your players? Does it speak to that type of attitude and not being a guy that's all buttoned up and just going to say, "Let's go crush them, team"? You know what I mean?
I think it's of course him getting the type of players that he wants in his culture, and being yourself. Because we all look at the great coaches and, oh, man, I want to be like, Bill Belichick. I want to be like this guy. But you have to be yourself. Now, there are aspects of those guys that you can always pull from because they're great. Mm-hmm. And you always want to emulate greatness. But you still have to be genuine to those guys in order for them to say, you know what, my coach is real. He'll speak the truth to me, and I want to play for this guy. Mm-hmm. And I think that's what he's captured.